1 and 2 are now done. So we haven't used a hint yet. Go up to 3. Time for 3. Messages.
Before the age of chaos, there were other gods, old gods. But for all their power, they could not save their world. Thus I was made, and I shall preserve this world forever, for you and your generations. That is my purpose.
Humble brag? Holy humble brag, Batman. I've always known that God maketh his sun to raise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and the unjust. I always thought I was humble, but now I'm realizing that I'm very proud of being humble, which is really dumb. I guess I'm not the first one to do that, huh? And there are tags, including Batman. Okay. Post 437. Looks like everyone else on the internet these last days. I've just wanted to say bye and thanks for reading my little blog for so many years. Blah, blah, blah. You're all good people, and I'm glad to know you. I'm glad I got to know you, and have a nice end of the world. How grim. Ooh, look. Got some sharp, pointy sticks. They're part of a Mott and Bailey. Is there a Bailey? Or Mott? I don't know which one is which.
Sometimes I worry that the answers I embrace are too simple. Can we ever truly fully understand the divide between our biology and our intellect? How much is nature? How much is nurture? If my intellectual capabilities and my knowledge were replicated in a machine, would that machine be me? Would it be human? And what would be more humbling to my ego? If the answer was yes, or if the answer was no? What if I'm making too many assumptions? But there's no time to worry about my ego now. There's work to be done.
Interesting question. Okay, so which way do we want to go? We have bits and pieces that way, bits and pieces that way. Well, this one's closest. Let's do this one. Jammer Quarantine. So we have power here. That's all wood now. That's interesting. Power, fan, switch. I don't know. Okay, so now that's open. Or maybe that was open to begin with. It was. Okay, so we have 3 power receptacles for blue. This thing cannot leave here. So let's try that first. I don't know, I'm guessing here, guys. What is over here? That, a connector. Okay, and that is a death fall. So it would appear that we need a connector and that block. Both of which are doable from here. Let's get these out and get to work. Give me the block. Think I can make that jump? No. No. Okay, so what needs to be jammed now? Well, let's start with jamming that again. When I know we technically have a block, but I feel like... Oh. Okay. I think I got it here. That jam actually has to take place through here to get the other connector. Man. And before we do anything else... Oh, set that down. Let's go here. Because that is the ultimate opening. What's the point of the fan? You've got me. I don't know. Well, the power source is way down here. Right? Yeah. So do you think the fan has to be powered on the block? It's kind of a guess. So if we set this here, connect that to that to that. I'm just connecting everything. To that. To that. And set it on top. It made the connection, opened that one up. Okay. So now I should be able to jam this one. Go all the way back. Connect off of that. To open this. Oh, just barely, no? Keep tapping X and it's like, hey, you want to cancel your stuff, man? And I'm like, no, bro, I don't. What? I don't know what that was about. What? Why is this closing? What? It worked. It worked for a second. A second's all I need. Okay, that one wasn't very difficult either. That's one down. We'll hit the one at the top of the hill last. 3 little connectors and a fan. A lot of height in this area. It's so close, yet it is so far. Alright, so we have this. Opens that. Not surprising there. And we open... hang on. Go around, go around, go around. Get a new connector. That's interesting. Okay. We're buying time to get more pieces here. Okay, so... I will eventually... turn this. Okay, now that that's open, can we activate this one? We can. And that we're just trying to get all the pieces we need. Okay. And then once we have all the pieces, I anticipate the fan is going to, yeah, the fan's going to connect this one. Notice we have a jammer now, though. That's interesting. All right, so can I make this happen? Now keep in mind, we need something to open this. All right, so what are we going to do? So can I bypass this one? By taking this one? Maybe? Okay, so I can take that one and this one and set it like that. No, I cannot, because I need to set it further over. Man, what the heck? There's that one, that one, that one. How can I get them all to go? It's not where I wanted to place that. Thank you very much. That's all of them. Now that that one's getting power from 2, we're going to take this one. loop around, and we can't get it from... I'm gonna fall to my death. That should be enough to go get our jammer. It is. Now we have this, which we can run all the way back for the fan to use. Or potentially... Alright, so there's that. Okay, so we have the jammer as well. I'm actually kind of curious if this is even necessary. Because I guess that's too high. What's the point of all this? I can't see through it. Are there like stairs? Oh, there are stairs. Okay. So the jammer is meant for that because red hits this. So can I carry this around with me in the meantime? To help me out. Okay. If I don't need that one to be open anymore, what we're going to do, as odd as that is, we're going to take this, that, potentially that, that, and put it here. Oh no, you've got to be kidding me. That's too sharp of an angle. Hahaha. You not nice people. But only for a second. Only like that for a second. So what I need now is another one. So I need to open this up just temporarily. No, not temporarily. That. Alright, so now I need to go back around. The jammer's not what I'm concerned about at the moment. I'm concerned about this. Because I want this to activate anything it possibly can. And I'm going to set it here. That's fine, because now this one is going to activate that. Once it's up, then it can reach. Okay, so what is being hit here now? That is... Sweet. Opened up a ton of stuff. So I should... Okay, I'm gonna go get the jammer. From this side. I'm not entirely sure why yet, but I feel like this can be grabbed. I think I'm gonna need it to make a connection. We'll see. Go get the jammer. Yep, there you go. That did not impact anything. That's still fine. This one is set down. Is this. It's technically enough to hit this. Right? I only need it to get through. Temporarily. So I can jam it. Take this with me. No, does that look like what I wanted? That. That. Not quite far enough back. This still might not be enough. Look at that. Then we jam this, and we go get our part. Again, all the fumbles. Just working our way through. 2 left. Let's, oh, what's this? It seems my refusal to argue semantics with the computer has angered it, and it refuses to engage with me further. Elohim is pleased, which was not my intention. Elohim is pleased because you've swallowed his claptrap. The voice of doubt is your only line of defense. Yeah, it's angry at me as well. I've decided, on reflection, to ignore the fact that your picture of how the world should work has more holes than Swiss cheese. In fact, just in case you do by some outside chance prove to be right, I'd like to sign up for the gang. If you're in charge of the Ark, who will be the first aboard when the floods come? What does one have to do to be valued above the others, or above all others? To be valued? I mean, I guess if it's an Ark, you have to choose. And that's dangerous. They just need to be. Ridiculous. The rocks have the same rights as you and I, or do they? Try harder. No, that's not what I meant. Again, just like the wall post by Sheep, I think it was posted. Semantics. Just need to be a person. Should I be worried that one must have such particular and dubious psychological properties in order to qualify? Who decides who's a person and who isn't? Is a human infant a person? Yes. I don't really see how that can be true. The distinction we agreed to between persons and animals was the person was more intelligent or more reasoning, but a human infant is no smarter than your average chihuahua. How do you explain that? Infants have the potential to become humans. I suppose they do, yes, but if your proposal is that the simple casual potential to become a person is insufficient to buy entry into the Ark of the moral elite, wouldn't that still include an awful lot of animals? Listen, you pompous ass. I didn't say anything about simple casual anything. I said just the potential. And then I never said anything about the moral elite. Ah! This is frustrating. It's not. Okay, they're not. I wish that were the case. Animals. Now, animals is a very broad statement. You have something like I don't know, a dog, which has a lot of character and obviously is intelligent, or a dolphin. But then you have, a bear or a cow. I beg to differ. Administer the right gene therapy to it. Okay, dude. Yeah, that's you're interfering. Not if I shoot the mother, it's not. Not if the mother has some kind of genetic... This is actually frustrating, and I'm starting to not care about this conversation. Are you prepared to say that in those cases, the infant's life is worth less than an animal's? I am not. So do you want to backtrack, or do you want to keep making a fool of yourself? Because I won't have you screwing me out of my place on the winning side over some technicality about potentials. People are what matters, one way or another. Is the sort of thing people say before a spot of ethnic... If you've played this game already and you experienced this, were you, frustrated? I'm actually starting to get irritated. I have to keep this conversation going. Well, my chances are looking poorer by the minute, aren't they? What do you reckon? Have I got the slightest hope of boarding the Ark? I don't know. I guess. I mean, for all I know, you're just responding to... It's predetermined choices here, so I guess perhaps one day. I don't know. Good to know that the day you round up the bad people and put them in camps, because that's what I said. Yeah, I don't care. If you want to read the rest, feel free, but this is just annoying. It's a classic unreasonable person that can't have a solid conversation. But I think that's the point, to be honest. I think that's what the game's shooting for. Should we go up or back? Let's go up. Cheski's getting salty at a computer game because it knows the buttons to push. Weather top. Alright, we have a hexahedron switch that opens up path to that. Blue light, blue receptacles, and a jammer. Okay. Can I jam? Even though I can see it, I cannot jam it. Lame. Alright, what's in there? I'll bite. A fan. Something's up there. A fan. Something's over there. Well, we have this. So what's the ladder for? Man. Again. Wow, okay. These can't fly on their own. We've learned this. Watch what happens. It just pushes it off. Okay. So we need a box to get over here. Flop it around repeatedly just to transfer this back out. Okay. The question is how can I jam that one? I can. I can use you to open this. I can use... What? I guess I need a way to get the jammer out? I guess I can't. Alright. Man. The jammer can't leave. Interesting. Just because I want it that way, man. Alright, so now I want my box to be over here. We're gonna blow it over there. Whee! So then we're gonna do this. Place this here. That there. Whee! And I'm gonna climb back over. I think. Where did it go? Here it is. Okay. Why would that need to be there? Unless I need to lift this up somehow. I guess that's one way that can happen. Ow. Step on that. That flies all the way over there. Kind of like we thought. Press this here. And now I have this out of here. Cool. So the jammer was not trapped. Alright. Now... Is there anything this way? That's where I'm going to come out of. Anything this way? Don't fall. Okay, so we need a way. There's a blue thing on the other side here. how does this receive light? I mean, you can't have them both on at the same time. What else can I jam, really? Okay, maybe... Oh, just had a thought. Give me that box. Give me that. Toss this over here. It's not what I wanted. What the heck is it doing? That is not what I wanted either. There we go. Alright, so hopefully that went where I think it was supposed to go. And I have a jammer on this side. Jam that. There's my piece. I'm trapped. I can't stop being this. Eyes, hands, legs. Trapped. Always seeing the same. Can't stop the input. Can't stop. And it melts down. Do not think. Simply be. You two deserve each other. Alright. So once again, there was a blue receptacle that was a ruse. Alright. Oh, that was the back of the sign. I'm gonna cross that big bridge now. And here we go. Oh my god. Okay. Was that intentional? That was silly. Some developers laughing his face off. Big stairs, little stairs. Fan receptacle that turns on. Blue light, or blue receptacle that opens up the red light. Hexahedron. Companion cube, whatever you want to call it. And we have... Oh, crap. Areas over here. Another hexahedron. Blue light. A hexahedron. Okay, what comes first? Hey, that's pretty cool looking. That is really cool looking. Take a screenshot. I'm sure you heard it. Alright. First things first. What is... There we go. So I want to take this off. Don't see anything up there yet. Whee! Oh, it doesn't blow me up high enough. Well, so much for that idea. At this time. That doesn't either. How high does that blow you up? Not that it really matters because, well, maybe it does. Maybe there's some intricate timing you need. Okay. So that turns that. Does not help me at this time. How do I get that down? So this doesn't lift me up high enough. I need a box to stand on. But in order to get a box... Hey man can try, can't he? I would be able to reach that. Blue light. Yeah, there's that. Okay. So the fans... Potentially there's something in here on how I can get to that. There's not. I think I've got the right idea though. Nothing in here either. Does this lift me up high enough? Nope, doesn't lift me up at all. What am I not seeing? Didn't even know that was there. Suddenly it becomes way more doable. Now we have fan bits that I need scattered everywhere. Big stair, little stair. You end up with 3 of these, honestly? Yeah, that's just not tall enough. Okay, but here we go. So putting that, yeah, because the other hexahedron is right there. That's how you get to the 4th, I believe. So how can I make this happen? I feel like I need a 3rd. So it's blue first. Blue is possible. If that blocks this, I'm gonna be pissed. It might. It doesn't. Okay. Here's another box. Now I have 3 boxes. I'm gonna take all the boxes over here now. I thought I had 3. Didn't I have 3? Thought I had 3. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I do. It's right here. Derp. But I need this to do that. And set this here. Build stairs. Okay, making myself sick. Jump, jump, jump. Oh, come on. We have the idea, just didn't execute it. Alright, so now that we have 3 of these, we're gonna reassemble all of this. Okay. So do we think that that plus that, this, red, set it here. And then I need this box, potentially this one. Okay, set that there. I go here. I take this, set it there. Still not tall enough, but then I don't need that fan on anymore. Stick that there. Suddenly it's tall enough. Get my other box. Big jerks. What? I got Google talking to me for some reason. It's getting a little sensitive on turning on. It's always listening. Okay, so all right, so we have all the boxes now. Will 5 of those make the, I guess it will. I still think we had the right idea, we just were a box short. Put that there. We're gonna connect red to red. Placing it here. Gonna do our fun little dance again. Okay, I think we are set to do this. We do this, jump here, step here, grab this, do that. Just keep stuffing these in there. Not quite enough yet. And there we go. Did it. That one took a while. Let's leave this place. Not falling out of that hole again. So C3 is done.